Welcome to World According to, on IMTS Plus, joined today by Michael Huggett, President and CEO of Index Corporation. I'm Mike DeFranco, and I'm proud to be hosting this episode. Over the next few minutes, we're going to get a chance to learn more about Michael and how he's gotten here, but also the philosophies that he uses to continue to grow Index Corporation. Michael, welcome to IMTS Plus. Can you start off by telling us a little bit about your career path?
I grew up in Battle Creek, Michigan. I am the youngest of 9 kids. My dad, he worked 11 to 7 shift at Post Cereals. So I was never in manufacturing, never kind of had that exposure to it. When I was in high school, I took a job at a company called Buck Chuck, shipping and receiving clerk. So I was able to do the job in like 3 hours, and I had a lot of extra time. Well, they had a couple machines right outside the shipping department. CNC lathes, a Kuma, a Mazak, and a Danichi. And I went up to one of the Germans that was working there, and I said, hey, can you show me how to run this machine? He taught me everything I needed to know about CNC lathes. BTC Chuck is what they evolved into, gave me an opportunity to do inside sales for them, answering calls, doing engineering.
What keeps you passionate about it? What makes you wanting to wake up every morning and come to work?
The change is what keeps it exciting. When I started, everything was automotive. I was in Illinois, it was CAT. If you were in Wisconsin, it was Mercury Marine. They started pulling that stuff away. Less and less manufacturing was done in the United States. Now what we're seeing is this renaissance of parts having to come back to the United States. And you take a look at what we're selling to today, what we were selling to 20 years ago, it's completely different markets.
Can you tell me, what was that aha moment that you had in your career when you looked at yourself and said, this is exactly where I was meant to be?
It's a funny question, because I would say it was failure. So I had taken a job with a big machine tool builder. We had 350 different machine models, 5 different control types. I had a small territory in northern Chicago, and I just started running around trying to sell every machine to every customer. So I stopped and I looked at, how do I become more effective? So I found 3 models that had a distinct advantage in the marketplace, fit the area that I was in, and I got good at what they did. So then I would go out and I would target customers that had the opportunity to use that equipment. I sold to them, and the aha moment was, not only was I getting better as a salesperson, I was helping those companies be more effective at what they were doing, because I wasn't just coming in there and asking them what they wanted to buy, I was showing them what they should be buying.
I'm wondering if you could just take a moment to talk a little bit more about Index through your eyes.
Index Corporation, we are a 112-year-old German manufacturing company in Esslingen, Germany, just outside of Stuttgart. It's a company that is specialized and it has focused completely on production turning for its entire existence. We don't expand into other machine tools. We don't have 30, 40, 50, 300 different machines and models. We focus on 4 core machine types and we execute them to perfection. It's about building a machine from the ground up that's extremely stable. It's being able to handle thermal stabilization so the machine doesn't move throughout the day. It's controlling the chips, having high pressure coolant systems already integrated to it, filtration system. It's about being able to program offline. It's about being able to then take that in a repeatable, duplicatable process and be effective with it. And that really leads back into my background, which is finding a niche, making sure we're doing that, and teaching companies how to be more productive.
I have to assume that one of the things you hear when a customer comes to you is improving cycle time. When you hear that from someone, what's the first question you ask them in return to kind of get what they mean by that?
First thing is it really a cycle time problem? What are the other things that are preventing you from shipping parts at the end of the day? In the world of production, the only thing that matters is what can I ship at the end of the day. Everything else is noise and static. Once we get there, we talk to them about what are the real constraints that you have. Is it setup? Is it changeover? Is it consistency? Is it tool life? Those are the things that are preventing you from shipping parts at the end of the day.
What do you see the next 5 to 10 years, and what are those opportunities?
I've been in it since the early 90s. I've seen it go up, I've seen it go down, but I've never seen the excitement we currently have right now. It's electric. And the reason being is it's not just reshoring. It's reshoring. It's defense, it's medical, it's AI, it's server farms, it's the ability, humanoid robots, and all of that work and parts and business that has to be produced locally, because what we learned from COVID is that the supply chain, it's too subject to interruptions. Do you care if that's a $3 O-ring or a $100 O-ring if it takes you out of production? It's about having things locally, it's about producing locally, and it's about that all coming back to the United States. And it's not just one or two industries, it's all of them coming back. What terrifies me is that here in the United States, we have not been investing in our infrastructure. Those people with that core knowledge to be able to operate effectively, change over, set up machines, doesn't exist. So we really have to change the way that we're looking at manufacturing in the United States to figure out how to get to that next evolution.
Index has a campaign called Every Job Faster. What is the philosophy behind that?
Every Job Faster is about getting customers to look at the whole problem. By looking at that whole problem, we can come up with a better solution. And at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is parts that you ship. And what we call a target-rich environment is a company with 20, 30, 40, 50 Swiss machines lined up in a row. And what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll talk to the customer about, okay, what parts do you have that are either in a family, out of the same size bar diameter, that kind of stuff, that you're running on multiple machines? And they'll always have examples of that. And by incorporating that into a multi-spindle, I'm able to eliminate 8 machines down to 1, 6 machines down to 1. The differentiation is massive. So you could take a part that's an 18-minute part, you could be making it in 3 or 4 minutes. You could take a part that's a minute and 20 seconds and produce it in 20 seconds. You can see those gains very quickly, but they also then get stable production.
And IMTS has been where the world has come to see what's new in manufacturing. What do you look forward to attending IMTS?
I absolutely love IMTS. It's our Super Bowl. And the reason why I say that is it's the one time every 2 years that OEMs get to come together and literally fight it out right next to each other. You know, you can have a conversation with a customer and you know he's walking out of your booth and going to the competition. So you got to make sure that you're prepared. So it's a great opportunity for us to be able to come together, talk about our industry, work with like-minded people, and see great opportunities for advancement.
So what can attendees expect to see at Index this year at IMTS 2026?
Production excellence. Because we're not showing just a machine, we're not just showing a part and a cycle time, we're showing how all of the pieces of production can come together. By starting with programming, having our virtual machine, which is our digital twin we've had for over 20 years, and we've continued to develop and grow with, being able to program offline, verify your part program before you even get it to the machine. Setting up all your tooling offline, not touching tools off in the machine. Going up to the machine itself and showing everything that's included on it when you buy it from us. So your chillers, your high pressure coolant systems, everything that's needed to run that production. And then the people. Index is a unique company. Here in the States, what we're built on is transference of knowledge. I have over 20 application engineers doing 50 turnkeys a year right here in Noblesville, Indiana. I have more engineering prowess than any other OEM in the market, and we have no problem going against anybody for that.
So to sum it all up, the world according to Michael Huggett is?
The world according to Michael Huggett is simple. Production wins. Because in the end, the world is going to belong to the people who can produce. And here at Index, it's all about us transferring that knowledge to our customer base.
And that's it for this episode of World According to. Our thanks to Michael Huggett of Index Corporation for welcoming us. We'll see you on the next episode of World According to on IMTS Plus.